Hi everybody, welcome back to my beautiful bead journey. I am Willow and we got some goodies here. If you remember, these was in the trunk of junk. Let me move this other stuff over. I am so looking forward to redoing this one for spring and for summer, but look at these. Remember I told you when I was doing some research that these really big beads like these wooden ones, they're just on their way out. So look at these, those are pretty. So we are going to be redoing this into some summer um, necklaces. So pretty. It's just so pretty. But first I want to do this one. Oh look, we have a wire already, but that's not the one we're going to be using. So I want to cut this. This is not it looks like a piece of sea glass is what this looks like. But you can see up here where the findings turned and the glue is all over the place. So this is really not pretty. This, what do you call it? Jumper ring and lobster claw has seen much better days. So I am really looking forward to us redoing this in a new, unique way. So let me find my cutters. I've got my tool wheel here. And where are my cutters? There they are. Perfect. So I want to kind of like, yeah, I don't know how well we can separate all these. I mean, move this out of the way. But I think we can really make a new, oh, didn't mean for that to happen. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a second and we're going to start separating some of these. Okay, so we got pearls, then we got these beautiful, sparkly, clear ones. And then we have other clear ones. So wanting to use all of them, we need to kind of like, see, there's 3 different types here. We need to kind of like keep them a little separated. Okay, now let's move this. What do we have down here? Here's another one of those squares I think are absolutely beautiful. A little tiny glass one and some more of our pearls. Pearls are really big again. They're coming back. I don't know about the huge gigantua pearls, but these little ones, they are definitely coming back. I'm noticing that more and more when I go out to stock out jewelry. Yes, I'm a jewelry stalker. Okay. So then let's separate these out. These are so pretty. The initial pattern was actually pretty, but that sea glass threw it off. Just threw it off a little bit. But I want to redo this with the remaining beads. I want to use what we have to see what we can create with it. And then finally those. This can just be discarded because, yeah, that's kind of like, those are just kind of like done for. And this one, I will just put this in a charm bag with other pieces that I discard and don't use, and then I wind up selling them in my store. Other people does other things with them. So here is what we have And here's what we're going to use. So I'm going to scoot this over and put that right there. Can we see that? Yes, we can. Perfect. All right, so let's decide how we first. Let's get us a piece of bead wire. And see, this is 9 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. So there we know is about 9.5. And that should take us to about 19. So I think we're good there. I'm going to put this up here. Put that back on there. Give me a birds are singing. I put up a bird feeder, and I tell you what, I haven't seen any of the birds touch it yet. It's kind of disheartening. Now, what I do have to add to this is I want to get some of our clear beads, because I think these are just as pretty, but there's not enough of those clear beads to go with it. So I'm going to add some of these little bead bicones to it. And I'm not going to add any metals other than the fasteners. So let's see how we're going to plan this out. Let us see. Okay. I like to start with 2 of these. They had 3, so let's go with 3. There we go. Then I think I like this. And then we're going to have 2 beads. Okay, let's see how many of these do we have. These we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to set these up here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 of those. But these ones, we only have 2. And then these little ones, which are very much like ours. Yeah, they're dead on like ours. I'm going to leave those out and use ours in place of. And we have several of those. We're endless there. So how do we want to do this? I'm thinking I would like to take this and add 1 of these. See if you get my pattern. And then I like to add, say we put 2. And then we do, I better set that down or I'm going to spill it. This. That's pretty. We better make it 3 here, because the 3 is what they were going with. 3 here. Now let's add 3 more of these. I'm thinking I like that. I like the way that breaks that up more. You'll hear the dogs and my neighbor in the background. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, then let's put there and 1 there. So we're going to use these like our spacers. I really am liking that. Gives it a new light and airy look. Here and here. So you see how I'm doing this? I'm alternating these little ones. Now, what if we took out this one and let those 2 ride together? Then that means I'm going to have to put 4 in play. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take out this one. Those 2 rides together, and then there's those 4. And we can let this come down. That's pretty. I don't know how it's going to play out. We'll just have to see. And then we can do a clear. I only have one of these big ones. Two of them rather than a clear. Now let's do 1, 2. Are these two bigger? I'll think about those two. I'm going to put a clear here. Oopsie. Here. Then here. Remember, we only have one of these. So I'm wondering if we should save this for like in the middle. So how is our middle going to go? Let's design that real fast. Let's put one of these. And then we'll do a clear. And a clear. But I think I want to put this one here. And we have the larger pearls. Larger pearl. Then this. And larger pearl. Then this. Oops, not that. But then this. So there is our center. Still think I want to use these. No, not here in the center. I don't. No, that's perfect. That's going to be our center right there. Then we can go 1, 1, then a square, then a 1. Okay. Then a 1, then this, then a square, then 1. So I think that's going to be our center there. Then we can put this. So we need to design this twice. So we're going to design it again. So it'll be and again, I want to so we have it. And then this. Then we need 2, 1, 1. Then a square. What's this? Okay. Then 1, 2. You have to keep them the same. I like that. That's looking good. I like how we're just modifying the old pattern, but still not going too far from it. We'll need one of these here. There. And we should have 1 and a clear. And a clear. Then one of these. And a clear and another one. Then another. Okay. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Okay, then another clear. Perfect. Then you and a clear. And 2 of you. Right? Yeah, then a clear. and then one each of you. Then 2 clears. Might have to get some more clear out. Okay. Then we have, okay, so now we got these. So we can do this one more time. I'm going to remove this clear and this clear. And I'm going to drop in these smaller ones. Oh no, they're way too small. That's not going to work. I wanted to use original necklace, but that's not going to work. And then it's going to go into these. No, it is not. Let me get some more of these little clears. I think this is going to be pretty. I think it's going to be a pretty choker for summer. And here and here. Okay. Are we going to do this again? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. 6 and a half and 6 and a half is 13. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15, 16. We do want to do it again. So it's going to be 16. Then you. Then you. Then you. And then 2 more of these. And I think this is where we need to stop. Right here. Because that's where this is going to come in. So what I'm going to do, I am first going to bead up this row. Then we'll add this. And then we'll add this. So let's see how that goes. Got some little beads here. Might take a little bit, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. Love this bead. Now it was one of these, correct? Then one of these little ones. Then it's going to be 2 pearl. 1, 2, and then another clear. That's our sequence. That's our sequence. Then another pearl. The clear. The little square one. I love these little square ones. I just think they're adorable. And this clear one. Uh-oh. This clear one. So it gets kind of warm here in Florida, as you know. But it's the humidity that downright kills you. So he is going to get me, and I just don't know how that's going to work with the camera, but he is getting me a big fan to put out here that I can set across from the lanai to just keep air stirring, because it is going to get pretty hot as summer rolls on. And I'll also probably be coming on here very quite early to do videos. I like how these are just really sliding on. I think this one would be so pretty for summer. Or for any time, actually. You know, I see more and more people having fun with their jewelry and not buying expensive jewelry, really. It's just kind of inexpensive compared to what world pearls and all that would be. Things that they can enjoy for a season and maybe not again because they want something new the following year. Well, actually, I like that idea because then I can keep creating and possibly selling so I can buy more beads to create again. But yeah, remember this necklace was in that trunk of junk. That's where I pulled it out of this morning. Okay, so now we've got one side beaded up. And how's this going to line up with this one? Hmm, what are we missing here? Something is not lining up. Is that on me? Did I do that? I may have. Let's find out. No, the only thing that's not, okay, I can see where that's spaced out a little bit more up there. So this actually is lining up. Okay, now we're going to add this as it would be the middle row. I'm really excited how this is going to turn out. Whatever's left over, we may make an anklet to go with it. Matching anklet doesn't mean it's going with it. I'm not going to do sets. I can just make other pieces that can correspond because this, oh, the sets are not doing it for people anymore. Your grandmother's days of jewelry have far gone. It's okay if they can correspond, but they do not need to be a dead-on matching set. And I think I'm getting good with that. I'm fine with it because it's how I was doing it, because that's what you think. Okay, here's the necklace. Now let's match earrings. Let's make earrings that match. Now let's make a bracelet that match. And then before you know it, let's make an anklet. And now from head to toe, you match. Let's spice it up. Let's make a necklace. Okay, let's make earrings that can correspond with the necklace, but not be a dead on match. You hear sirens behind me. That's nothing I know. We're right by the rescue center. So now there is the center point. That is gorgeous. And so now we will just bead up the rest of this, but we have to start from here and go that way now in order for it to match up. Okay. Quickly, like a bunny, bunny, bunny. Ooh, speaking of that, Easter is coming up soon. I have no more small kids and that. And we'll be at the flea market. We'll work the flea market that day, and then afterwards we'll just have dinner here for whoever stops in. We are not ones to do a big holiday for Easter anymore, nor for Christmas. We have a Christmas party right before Christmas and on Christmas Eve, and that's it. Christmas Day, everyone does their own thing. Totally different from when I was young, and totally different from when I had kids. All mine are back in Ohio, except for the two that's here, and one doesn't have children, and the other one, um, uh, the children that he raised are gone now. His stepchildren are raised and are gone now. So we are coming to the end. Trying to get this laced up as fast as I can, or beat it up. Not to lose anybody along the way. But for those who are still with me, thank you for being here. I am glad you are here. I am thankful to share this journey with you. Very much. So the name of the channel has changed. Where it was called My Beautiful Beaded Journey, I dropped the ED from Bead. It was kind of like pointed out to me. So it is My Beautiful Bead Journey, because that's what I do. Is I make things out of beautiful beads. And so it is called My Beautiful Bead Journey. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened. I don't know if I'll be able to get to it in this video, but okay, let's put this last one on there. What do you think? I'm going to try this to see, or if we need to work from both ends and make this a little bit longer. I think that right there has got it. I'm wondering though if, just for shits and giggles, here in the end, I think I am going to put, it's going to turn out that way, but it's okay. One more and one more. I think this on both ends is going to open this up to be, you see what I'm talking about? It's going to open this up to be, yeah, not that bead. That bead's kind of like, looks like it's broken. That's what you come up with when you come into these covered pearls, and especially when you're redoing a set. It's still beautiful. And then here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a pearl and then another clear one. And that's just going to add a little bit to each end, I think. Yeah. Now it looks like it needs another pearl. No, I think right there is good. So I'm going to clamp these. And get out our hardware. I'm wondering, yeah, silver will be fine since that's what I have out here. I have a gold too, but I'm really being drawn to do this up in a silver. So let's get a couple of our crimpers. So I was stalking, and that's what I call it. I was stalking, browsing, trolling, I don't know, TikTok. And kind of like just looking at some new things that's being created and see if I can create something similar out of old trunk of junk stuff. And this one lady was using these pair of jewelry tools. I mean, they were like precise, tiny, perfect. What do you call them? Crimpers. And I was like, not crimpers. Spirit help me. Long, precise needle nose pliers. I've never seen a set like these. And then coming back a little bit, they did have a crimper, and then they had a cutter after that. Those are so cool. And if I didn't save the video, and I looked for it because I wanted to get a set of those, and yeah, well, you know how that goes. But I will be looking for those when I go bead shopping and things, because I'm sure they're going to turn up somewhere. And I was like, ooh, I want those. It was like an epiphany that came too late. Why didn't you save that video so you could have snagged them? I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. I like these to squish because these does a good job of, don't know if you can see those in there, but listen, listen. Hear that? It's got some teeth on both sides. So when I clamp it, boom, on this, it corrugates it like that. And it really seals that in there. I absolutely love that. That was a happy mistake when I discovered it. Because I've tried those crimpers and things, and y'all know my struggle with it's real. Y'all know it's real. Okay, now we're going to clamp this. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I hope you are too. All right, that's perfect, perfect. Let's go ahead. Ouch. That got me a little bit. I did not get out a lobster claw. Let's grab a lobster claw. Where are you? Here you are. Wait. I am turning this into a charm on a lobster claw so it can be just put on and taken off of other jewelry. I've been meaning to do that, and I'm going to do it in this video as well. Yeah. So now the lobster claw. We have it. Give me my ring. Ooh, where are my little pliers? Where's my needle nose? Let's get those. Ow. Why is all my jewelry fighting me? All my jewelry tools fighting me today. They're fighting and biting. Okay. There we go, y'all. We got that. Y'all, they normally don't speak that way, but I'm in Florida now, and I guess I pick up a few things from tourists and from other people I just talked to. So it is what it is. There we go. Lovelies, there we go. Now we'll put on this bad boy. Perfect. Now clamp this shut. That precision set, you see these? They were better than these. These aren't that good because, well, they are a good set, but let me tell you. These things that go in here, that is the spring, are gone. But I found out if I hold them like this, I can use them just fine. So I do like this set. And that's perfect. Let's get the other side done. So I do want to open this up just a tiny bit. There we go. Perfect. And then this. I don't think we should have had this much. I gotta measure this. How long is this going to be? So we know that's 9.5 plus this half, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And this, the lobster claw, is going to add just a little about a half. It's going to be a little tight for some people, but for others it'd be perfect. For others it will be perfect. Well, it fit me, I think. We'll see. Okay, perfect. I'm going to scooch that down in there as far as I can get it. Scooch, 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 scooch. Yes. Now let's get this. Which way did they go? There they were. See if I can squeeze that. That's the reason why I tell you, open these up. It's going to make it so much easier to get in there and not damage anything. And see, so much easier. Now that's perfect. Now I'm going to squish it. Just don't jerk them real hard. Just gently open it and then gently spill the clear ones. Close it. Now crimp it shut. Line that up. Perfect. Now it's this again. And twist. Okay, now close. Perfect. So we took the tired and we made the beautiful. Isn't that just beautiful? We could had here added, see what we did not do. And that would have made it a little bit longer. So do I take this apart and look what I did here. See this? This should have been there. So I think I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go ahead and come in and fix this, and then I'll jump back on. So bear with me just a few moments. Thank you for waiting for me. So here is the finished necklace. I did restring it. I think it turned out beautiful, honestly. I did. So I went back in and I reworked where I forgot one, and then I added these two beads here and these two beads here. So I used a total of 7, which left me a total of 3. This necklace measures 18 inches. Now, moving on to what I said I'd like to do, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on a jumper. And the reason why I'm going to go ahead and put it on this, because then this can be switched out. I've seen some like this, and at first I'm kind of like, well, that's interesting. Why was that done? And then I kind of like started understanding and thought, well, I have one, I want to do that too also. And I keep forgetting it. I put it in here, but I keep forgetting to do it. Okay, so now we've got the jumper ring. Let's put on the lobster claw and the charm, little pinnacle. And we are going to clip this shut. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. I don't like the way that closed. I want to flatten that. Okay, got it. So here's what I mean. This is the center point of this necklace, but that's fine. I wanted it to where it can just be clipped on, and it don't have to be in the center. You can clip it on most anywhere if I can get it to clip on. Like such. And that's what I've been seeing. People are taking charms, they're adding these so they can just clip their charms on, and I've seen them go from necklace to necklace to necklace, or even to bracelets. And I thought that was a cool idea. So that's what I wanted to do with this charm. Now, look what we have left. Are we still in focus? Yes, we are. Look what we have left. We have these little beads, these 3 big beads, and we have these kind of like all got mixed in together. The ones that goes with these and the ones that didn't. So here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is I have this piece of wire left. It's not big enough to do anything else with. But I'm thinking on it. And I'm going to add one of these little ones. And then I'm going to add 3 of these. Or 2. I've got my, we got these. I didn't think of these. I think I'm just going to. Well, it's being stubborn, so we'll use those. Then I'm going to add one of these. And go back to 2 of these, because that's kind of like the pattern that we were carrying on over there. And then 1. I don't have no squares left. We used all those. And then going back to this one. Then we add a pearl, a clear, 2 pearls, don't know how well that's going to work out, but I want to try to see. Okay, then a clear, then this. Yeah, I need to change that. Then it's a pearl, a clear, much better. Then a clear, add 2 more pearls, 1 and 2. Let's see, 1. Only add 1. 1 and a clear. Now we add 2 and a clear. Perfect. Then 1 and a clear. Then we're going to add this and a clear. Then let's go back to what we had. 1 clear, 2 I think it's going to end here because I don't know. Take this off. Okay, what do we have? Want to match these up. Okay. This one. Okay. We'll take these down to here. Now I need to add a clear. Not that little clear. A clear. Then a pearl and a pearl. Now we're even. Now what do we have left? They each get a clear. And a clear. Then they each get another pearl. No other pearls laying around? No, this is going to be it. A pearl and a pearl. Then we're going to finish it off with these baby clear. Each is going to get a baby clear. Beautiful. Oh, that's a bigger one. Bigger. I want the little. There we go. Clear. Let me move these. Even? Yes. Now this is going to be the start of an anklet. So let's get our two of these. Two of these. We'll just go with two of these. One, two. This is exciting. I love taking old jewelry and making something new. I just love it. It's hot out here, and I am outside doing what I love to do. Okay, so this doesn't come off on me. I am going to crimp this in and work from this end. So I'm going to put this on. And then the crimp. Bead itself. I'm glad I crimped that down there. I'm really glad I put that stopper on there. That one was a little harder than usual. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put this through here. I like just to go ahead and get that on there. And let's close this. Perfect. Get that again. Okay, now the other end. So glad I put the stopper on there. I would have lost every one of those beads. This first. Perfect. And now this. And I got to work this down there as far as I can get to go. And around and through. Okay. Let's pull this one. Need you to stay down there. Perfect. Now we're going to clip off this. Ooh, that did not get down there too well. That works off the side. That is going to really jab. I need to open this. Perfect. I'll close this. I can do it without harming it. I opened it a little bit rough. I think that got it. Let me clip it and see. Perfect. And this one goes through here. I'm thinking of a bracelet. Perfect. Yep. And that is perfect. That is a perfect little summer bracelet. So here's what we have. So out of leftover wire and the leftover beads, where we took that one necklace. Let's see if this is in. Yes. So we took that one necklace from the trunk of junk, and just by adding some clear, we made this beautiful necklace and this beautiful bracelet. Upgrade, what an upgrade. And we made this charm. This little charm can be clipped to a necklace. It can also just be clipped to a bracelet. So you can take any necklace, any bracelet, and turn it into a charm. I'm so glad we got that done. This was the challenge, my friends. This was the challenge. So if you will, please like, subscribe, and notify. Comment and share. I really love to hear what you have to say. It seems like people quit commenting. I hope you start commenting again soon. Also, no matter where you are, no matter where you're going, understand that tomorrow is a brand new day. Just hold on. Hold on today. Tomorrow is a brand new day with a brand new start, a fresh start. We get to begin again. Each and every day is a new beginning. With that being said, thank you for joining me on my beautiful bead journey. Stay forever magical, my friends. Oh, I wanted to tell you. So here's what happened. So I kind of like got hacked on Facebook. My original account, my original channel was named this was named My Beautiful Beaded Journey. And then I had a Facebook page that had the same name, My Beautiful Beaded Journey, and I was hacked. And they went into my pages. I have two different pages, one for Willow Moon Mystical and one for My Beautiful Beaded Journey. And they kicked me out. Luckily, my backup account on Facebook that I stopped using eons ago still was an admin on Willow Moon Mystical, so I was able to go right back in there. Well, I changed my password, and when I changed my password, I was able to get back into my Facebook, but that's when I noticed that my two pages, I was kicked out of as admin. And so now, I was able to go to my old Facebook account. And like I said, I hadn't used it in forever, but I was still an admin to the Willow Moon Mystical page, and I was able to go in and re-add myself. But My Beautiful Beaded Journey There was no one else. I never added anybody else, not even myself. So when that occurred, I totally lost that page. I done everything I could to try to get a hold of Facebook support, to the point to where I was just depleted. But a friend of mine, a gracious friend of mine, said, Willow, begin again. It's a brand new day. Begin again. And I say that all the time, to everyone else, but when it's yourself, it's kind of hard. But I did. I began again. So I looked at my name and it said, My Beautiful Beaded Journey. And I thought, okay, I'll drop the ED off of bead and change it to My Beautiful Bead Journey, because I work with beads. So, and it's not, my journey's not beaded, my journey is beads. So that's what I did. I changed it to My Beautiful Bead Journey. I went in and I created a new Facebook. I changed my logo picture and everything. I went to my YouTube channel and I dropped the ED and made it My Beautiful Bead Journey. And I upload a new profile picture as you see it, and it has the name on it, My Beautiful Bead Journey. And then I went to Facebook and I created a new page. And I began again. And then I realized it's okay to begin again. It is. It's okay to begin again. So if you go to Facebook off of my YouTube, please do not go to My Beautiful Beaded Journey, because there's no one there. But if you go to My Beautiful Bead Journey, I will be there. So please like and follow if you would. Just trying to do something positive, to really put some things positive out into the world, because there's not enough of it. But before we go, we have, and I keep forgetting to do this, but I think this is really something great for us to be doing. So we can do it now at the end of the video. That's fine. And so which one are we going to get? Let's just pick. What about you? Oh, beautiful monarch style butterfly, if not a monarch itself. And it says, the love within me is more powerful than doubt or fear. I think we had this one before, so if it's coming back around, we need to hear it again. The love within me is more powerful than doubt or fear. So there we go. There is our charm with our bracelet. There is our beautiful new necklace made from a hunk of junk. What can we say? We gave it a fresh start. We gave it a new beginning. So yeah, stay forever magical with much love and gratitude. Blessed be.